Hey, this is the Superhuman channel. This video right here, kind of like a mistake. I wasn't trying to load this video to this web page. It was on my other web page. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this straight. Let me go back. There we go. Welcome to my channel, y'all. The Ando channel. 2 minutes and get the copyrights over with. Anyway, as I would say, welcome to my channel. And this video is an added in skit. I know many people that watch my channel really don't get into Bigfoot. So this is mistakenly added on, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish it. I don't know if people have the same outlook like you do, as I do. But anyway, you get copyrights over with. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and education. Research. Fair use of the use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational tips balance in favor of fair use. Let's get into it. For all my TVAC T's out there, number 2 nation. All my TVACs out there. This video is mistakenly downloaded. But, as in life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. As the famous Bubba Gump says, the shrimp mogul. Mama always say life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. But y'all finna get this right here. Okay? It's not about them comedy. It's not about no haters. It's not about no clothes. Nothing like that. It's about, really, the ninth wonder of the world. Yes, indeed. So, this is a paranormal network. I don't know if you never heard of that before. These guys right here. These 2 little guys that are going to come up. And when you hear their voices, don't get mad at me. They got some very unique voices, you know. They have voices where they can be in a horror movie, you know. They can script the horror movie all the way through. They got some very unique voices, you know. But anyway, big up to them. Okay, this is a paranormal network. And let it go. This is about what we all know. Patterson, Gilman, 1967. Back then, the 8th wonder of the world. Now, the notorious, infamous video Todd Stanton of a sister and brother is the ninth wonder of the world. Jake, I guess I call her Lily. I don't know what Todd Stanton would call her. Fair use. I'm just calling that, just hypothetically. It is work. He can call it anything he wants. It is his movie. He can fire. He can sue anybody for copyright infringement. Even the people that made his movie. He can sue them for stealing his movie. You don't even know it. I'm pretty sure that's what he's going to do. Because it look like the person that produced the movie is crooked. Allegedly. But anyway, here goes my thoughts on the great Patterson and Gilman film, 1967. Let it rip.
Take on the day. With Taltz, up to 90% of patients saw a significant improvement of their psoriasis plaques. Some even saw 100%.
Are they the different names from different cultures?
Okay. Start from the beginning. Paranormal Network.
Welcome back to Hunting the Haunted here on the Paranormal Network, where we dissect and discuss alleged accounts of paranormal activity, hauntings, and ghost stories from around the globe. I'm your co-host, Jason Gilman.
And I'm Peter N. This month we're leaving the world of ghosts and hauntings behind us as we dive into the realm of myths and monsters and take a good hard look at the Patterson Gilman film.
Peter Horn. Is it Peter Horn? Yeah, I heard his name. Both the names. Big ups to him, Here we go. As I go in this film, I'm going to be stopping the story. Unlike them, they don't know what I know. Okay? But they're going to be talking real fast. But I'm going to be stopping the story. Let it rip. They're missing out some great things in here. You're just overlooking. They're missing all that right there. Look how long the arm is before I get started. Look at the bird, What suit can do that? Let it rip, man.
Thank you all for watching Hunting the Haunted. And I ask that if you enjoy our shows, please subscribe to our channel right now. Like this video and click on the bell. Notified each time a new video goes up. Now back to the show. By now, the Patterson Gilman film should need no introduction. But because that's my job here on Hunting the Haunted, I'm going to break it down for you anyways. This grainy 16mm short film, shot on October 20th, 1967 in Bluff Creek, California, is what turned Bigfoot from a local legend into an international icon. It appears to capture, for the first time ever, a massive bipedal creature many, including Bob Gilman and Roger Patterson, believe is a female Sasquatch. Peter, before we get into dissecting and discussing this film, what are your thoughts on Bigfoot?
So Bigfoot itself has different names. They're the different names from different cultures that date back thousands of years. We did a show on We Want to Believe with Chris, and to get that kind of that Aboriginal lens in relation to what they deem as Bigfoot as well. It has a vast, there's up-teen amount of stories and sightings that amalgamate to it, but to this day, in my eyes, unfortunately, and I'll probably get bashed for this, there hasn't been there hasn't been any tangible evidence in relation to that. I mean, you've had the footprints, the molds, and people produce molds and footprints and stuff like that, but we've never actually found a dead body of Bigfoot. I mean, you would have thought.
Stop right there. That's where he going wrong at, These animals right here, so these subhumans, and call them animals, because some of them look human, most of them. They're never going to find a body because they're master of the woods. They're the boss of the wilderness in America, in Canada. You're never going to find the bodies. They're masters at hiding, stealth. They're totally masters. You're not going to find a body. You're the boss of the wilderness in America. In Canada, you're not going to find a body. You know how to hide bodies of their fallen, of the bereaved. You know how to do it. You're not going to find it. So number one, this guy right here, Peter, the British lad from Britain. He's stuck. He's stuck in the 1960s. He's got a closed view in his mind. That's what giving him an unbelief. There's so many signs since 1940 and beyond. The First Nations. His two eyeballs, his retinas, is blocking him. He still want to find a body, but their master, their boss, and bosses of the woods. He's very highly intelligent. You're never gonna find a body. He's immature. All right, let it rip.
After thousands of years, at least one body would have swept up somewhere.
Yeah, and that's like the one thing that skeptics sort of hang on to, right? Is we haven't.
There you go. Yeah, one thing skeptics. But he might be totally different. But he jumped on the bandwagon with his man. Like I just said, you're not going to find a body. They're the master of the wilderness, the boss of America and Canada. They're highly evolved, subhuman creatures. They will outwit any human. Okay? So they're wit.
Got that piece of like hard evidence in the form of a corpse, would you think you would find one somewhere?
Yeah. It's well, you kind of if you flip the coin over and you look at what we do as ghost hunting as well. I mean, science dictates that there's no way of presenting a ghost. Like there's no way of capturing that form in any given shape. Any given part of what we deem as evidence. It's transferable to Bigfoot as well, but with the alleged sightings you have with Bigfoot,
he's wrong. Might as well go ahead and break the veil. In the house that I grew up in, when I was coming up, me and my grandmother, it was haunted. And some things were going on. I never tell nobody. I wish I should have. But I'm about to break the veil. This is about to go global, internationally. In my house, the toilet seat used to come up and down by itself while I'm in the bed. I believe it was my grandfather, because in the bathroom, he used to like to pray in the toilet seat. After he get through taking a bath, I used to see him. Nobody never knew it, but he's a very spiritual person. Yep. And his own sons and daughters didn't know that. But I did. I think it was him trying to get in contact with me after he passed away. That's what I think. If I'm correct, it might be before or after. I can't remember. But that's what the toilet stool used to do. Don't you know how heavy a toilet stool is? For the thing to go up and down by itself? That's what happened in the house that I grew up in. I never told nobody. Nobody but my cousins. And he ain't saying nothing. But anyway, spirits, ghosts, or whatever you call it, like they call it, nah, spirits are real. Okay, let her up.
I mean, you would imagine, like I said, that first of all, we'd have a bit more concrete evidence from video footage. We've had, obviously with the audio sounds that we've had, I've heard over the years, can be explained to animals very easily, in fact. It's just it's kind of a broken path that a lot of people get excited about,
myself included. But let's.
A broken path. A broken path means the journey is broken. It's finding the true boss of the woods in America. Whether in 1967, you're looking at it. Cameras don't lie. Let me pause right here and say, why would Patterson and Gilman want to risk their whole career with some hoax like that? Number one, he could have people following him out in the woods. You think you just can put on a fake suit? Somebody could automatically follow them and show up just because they was in the woods for 7 or 10 days or more. He could have somebody tracking him. So where are the walkie-talkies they had? Cell phones. You tell somebody when the perfect time to come out in a suit. 1967. That's all they had is the CB walkie-talkies. You think he could have did that? The man that said he was the one in the suit? Why they do all this strenuous traveling and traveling. If they want to fake it, they just go out in the woods for about 1 or 2 days, and the next third day, they can fake it. Why they risk their health, their life, traveling, searching? They could die in the damn forest. I wish I could meet Mr. Gilman. I wish I could have the chance to interview him. I bet he's sitting in front of me, tell me the story, and look into his eyes. I know the man telling the damn truth. Bump all these haters. Or let it rip.
Backtrack a bit to the story behind the film, Peter. On the day the film was shot, Bob Gilman was a half-day's ride from any signs of civilized life with his friend Roger Patterson. Patterson was a devout Bigfoot chaser who had just self-published "Do Abominable Snowmen of America Really Exist?" Patterson had also began filming a pseudo-documentary about cowboys, an old miner, and an indigenous American tracker on the hunt for Bigfoot. When he ran into Gilman, who told him he had heard about a set of unidentifiable footprints that were found in Northern California, he asked Gilman to saddle up and help him find the beast responsible. Gilman agreed and soon found himself on a horse in Bluff Creek.
Fair use, y'all.
What are the odds of a recession in 2023? Learn more at Ameriprise.com.
Fair use.
Patterson rode ahead of him with the reins of his horse in one hand and a 16mm camera in the other. As is often the case with setting, Patterson had put the camera back in his saddlebag, and the horses began to whinny, and a pungent stench filled the air.
There we go. The horse is new. They had a self-moving creature ahead. If it was a human ahead, they're not gonna jump. They're just gonna go on about the business. The horses have very intuitive sixth senses. They always do. They can tell what's ahead before you can. Horses have very sixth senses. That's the truth right there. The horses got spooked. If there was a human in the soup, the horses could pick up on human smell, the musk. They can the infrared between a human smell and a subhuman creature smell. They got spooked. It's something they never smelled before. They knew it was up ahead. Something diabolical. Something strange. That's why they got spooked.
The horses kicked in fear, and the two men spotted a massive 6 to 7 foot beast walking about 25 to 100 feet away. Patterson dismounted and grabbed his camera. He ran ahead and crouched to stabilize his shot and began recording. Gilman was right behind him with rifle in hand. The men watched as the creature gave that now infamous glance at the camera.
Look at that. I ain't gonna tell you, I ain't gonna break it yet, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. She is moving. That little lady is moving so fast. When I just click on this quick clip, I mean, she's walking so freaking fast. It's like freaking lightning. Nobody, all these years, they can't pick up on it. Like, she's hauling ass, you know? Excuse me. She's moving. I can't keep up with her on this. I can't slow it down. But I'm got to show y'all something. Okay. For y'all first. Look how tall this tree right here. 1, 2, 3. Look at the base of this tree. So that's like 1 feet, 2 feet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She bending down, so she almost 7 feet tall. That's just a female. That's about 7 feet right there. She bending down. Once she straighten up, it can be about like right there. It's like 7 feet. And she's moving too.
And walked off. The sighting lasted only 59.5 seconds. That's right, 59.5 seconds. How does all this sit with you, Peter?
Quite a vast range of distance between 25 to 100 feet away. You think?
Yeah, it's a big gap, isn't it? Like there's a lot of room for error there.
Yeah, there's I don't know. You
See that guy right there, the British little guy? He wanted, I'm gonna call her Bluffy. He wanted Bluffy to be right there on the horses and everything. Like I said, his eyes is deceiving him. He just can't believe it. He's like shell shocked, you know? His eyes is lying to him. He don't want to believe what's on film. He's in denial. See his skull, his cranium is telling him yes, but his eyes, his heart, his brain is telling him no. But the intuition is telling him yes. Deep down in the back of his brain, he want to say yeah. But he got to come up with this hypothetical trash talk, his intellectual wizardry between him and his pal is hogwash. He's a non-believer. If aliens come out and swoop him up, he'll think he's dreaming. But not me. I said, damn, they got me. I'll see y'all in about a week or two. Okay, I'm abducted. Let it rip.
have a bit more of you could bring it down a few more feet in relation to how far you thought you'd seen it at that time. I don't know, like this, even back then to where we are now, there's a lot of people out there that have that want to make themselves famous, and these guys obviously have.
See there, look at the hate. Make themselves famous. I didn't read this before. It's my first time seeing these guys. No, it ain't my first time seeing them, but it's my first time watching this right here. Make themselves famous. There's a lot of hate. What I tell y'all. Whoa, they want to make themselves famous instead of becoming famous. Okay? You don't just make yourself famous. See, that's hate right there. When you becoming famous, you do both. You make yourself and you become famous. In order to put yourself out there, you got to make steps to becoming famous. But these two right here, Patterson and Gilman, searched yourself into fame by grueling weeks in the wilderness. They went on a tip. They went on a hunch. That's something. The infamous thing we call Sasquatch is out there. And you happen to stumble upon him going to his nest, her nest. She stepped across the world of history. They wasn't expecting that. That's a one-in-a-lifetime thing. They still haven't been debunked about the damn horsehair suit. It's all hogwash. Let it rip.
Because it's been handed down like 6 decades to different people, and I don't, to be honest with you, Jason, when I review, I don't understand how people can kind of hold on to this as actual evidence without kind of thinking, was this staged? Because you've got in modern times now, there's Bigfoot hunters and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that we're all, I'm not discrediting them all, because we know a couple that are very credible, and what they bring forward, I will wholeheartedly believe is, if they found anything. But there are a lot of people in our field as general that are have a different agenda to us, and with this actual footage itself, I don't honestly see how they can define the characteristics between Bigfoot to a human being and make that conclusion that is actually Bigfoot. I mean, the way that the figure walks, same characteristics as a human being. They
Look at all the lies, y'all. He's not a very intellectual person. He haven't studied it as long as I have. I've picked out the things that she did. He's looking at it from a gloss view in his eyes. Tell me, she wasn't walking like no human. Once again, as Mr. the Blunder go over it, he's looking at it from a glossy view. I'm telling you, at the speed that she's moving, the time it's taking her to get to those three trees is freaking amazing. It's like 1, 2, and 3. It's freaking amazing. You don't see the other undergrowth part of it. Like those rocks down there. And a human will be bobbling up like they're playing hopscotch. We cannot walk that smooth when rocks, woods is in the way. Or we're going to be hobbling and bouncing like Fred Flintstone car. He's got a glossy view of his perception of what he's seeing. He's not seeing the full picture. He missed it. Well, sucks for him. Let it rip.
Yeah, there's been certain conversations about it. If the way he walks like an ape-like kind of manner, which I've seen a lot of human beings walk the same way as well. And
he's lying. I don't know if no humans can do that. They can turn their neck 180 degrees without bobbling up and down, and without catching it with a stride and catching herself, and turn around and trying to catch the balance. They're gonna be bobbling and slipping. This creature right here turns 180 degrees with a neck, and with her feet is almost in salute back towards where she's going. I seen no human could do that. You're gonna be bobbling and hopping like a bunny. Once you turn around, you're gonna be trying to speed up to get to your destination. Not this creature. The smooth stride. It's nonstop. It is continually a continuous stride, a smooth stature and grace. Oh, not a human. We're gonna look like a cartoon character. To get to those 3 trees right there, we're gonna take at least about 15 steps with our feet close together, hopping like a bunny. You know it. He's a freaking liar. He's lying out his teeth. If he got any, allegedly.
And for that moment where that alleged Bigfoot turns around and looks at the camera, all I was missing was a wave and a high five, and it would have put.
How about no? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. He's making fun of it right here. Look at the suit. Look at the walk. Look how many steps you have to get to the end of that thing. About 7 to 10. I'm starting right here, y'all. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Bigfoot, measuring it. There are 3 trees right here. That's the Bigfoot. 1, 2, 3. And she back in the woods. And listen to these liars. They're making fun of the creature. They know it. It's in plain sight. They've been doing it for ages. I'm here to break the mold. I'm sick of it. I can't take it no more. You're lying to us in plain sight. I'm just damn sick of it. They know she's moving so freaking fast. You can't punch it. When you punch it on the camera, she almost in the woods. This little character right here, he's walking like he's the damn pimp on the street. He's like in a damn suit. Allegedly, excuse me, YouTube. There's no freaking comparison. And you see how many steps it took him to get to the end of this pole? Almost 10. She's nothing like that. I'm just freaking sick of it. I can't take it no more. All these years. They making fun of her. The infamous. You know she's famous. She might be still alive. Let her rip. He's lying.
The icing on the cake for me.
Well, you're right there, Peter, because skeptics have accused Gilman of forging the whole thing and claim Patterson staged the entire incident because he was unable to find proper financing for his other Bigfoot projects.
You saw when he turned his head in a little suit. You saw how close together his head was to his neck. She had the squinches. He saw had the squinted shoulders up in a little bunny suit. The little saggy suit. You saw all that bobbing up and down they was doing. Come on, man. She wasn't doing none of that. They just got a glossy blue view of the topical. They're just glossing all over the infamous Patterson Gilman film. They're just messing it up. They're throwing oatmeal all over the person. Just a shitty view of they know what's real. They're just talking out the side of their mouth. Okay.
The infamous footage did make Gilman a good amount of money, though. And Patterson made a deal with the BBC, your old TV pals, to buy rights to use his Bigfoot footage. Many have dismissed the film as a prank featuring a man in an ape costume. These claims were boosted when a costume designer named Philip Morris.
Okay, it's about to come up, y'all. Let me eat him another a-hole, okay? Philip Morris, the greatest pretender. Horsehair. He said he made the suit. He's a liar. He made some suits he probably made back then. But he's a liar.
Claimed in 2002 that he sold Patterson the ape-man costume used in the film. Just a few years prior to Morris's claim, a man named Bob Hieronymus said Patterson hired him to wear the costume and that he showed.
Okay, Bob Hieronymus, another liar. Said he was the one in the suit. The great pretender. Let it rip.
The suit to friends at a Yakima bar before Patterson and Gilman came by to retrieve it. Have you heard any criticisms about the film, like yourself, Peter, or does this line up with kind of what we've talked about so far?
Just to take a little step back in relation to the story to where we are right now, there are people occasionally that come out of the woodwork that want, they would want to kill people's fame and stuff like that. And there's always two sides of the story. That, what you just described as well as a story could very well be true, or it could be false in relation to the costumes and so forth. But myself, looking at the footage itself, to me, it just looks like a man dressed up in a costume, and all the other variables have just, solidified that.
What variables? No variables. Over here on the History Channel, we had a 7 feet man try to do the things that she did. Even a 7 foot person couldn't replicate the strides. They couldn't do it. The high technology on the Discovery Channel. I'm gonna say the History Channel. They had the tall athlete basketball player try to replicate the strides. He flunked out badly. So he don't know what the hell he's talking about. They had the advanced technology, the high def, like the 3D. They couldn't replicate the steps. They couldn't get it. So he's just talking out the side of his head. Let it rip.
Fact for me, or not fact, that claim.
Well, why don't we roll the film here and we'll provide a few more final thoughts there, Peter.
Here you go, y'all.
Over my career, tens of millions of people have listened to my sales programs, read my books, and been part of our coaching programs. I've consulted with thousands of the largest companies in the world. These are massive sales organizations that do multiple.
This is where I'm about to do it. It's coming up. This is what I'm about to show y'all. Okay? Let me get a little closer. Okay? I'm about to shock the world. Number one. Look there. 1, 2, 3. Look at her. Look at her. Watch how quick she get to those trees, man. I'm telling you. They weren't inspecting this right here. Look at the terrain. There's nothing but woods. How many thick blocks down there? Woods. She ain't breaking the stride. I'm finna show y'all. I'm about to show y'all. Let it go. Look at the dip in the terrain. Just look at it. Look at the mountain. Look at it. Look at terrain. Look at the basin right there. Look at the rocks. Look at all the rocks over here. Everything is sloped down. She got a perfect stride. She's not bouncing up and down. It's totally, look at that basin. We'll be going down. We'll be hopping on those rocks. Somebody's lying. All right. Here we go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, you know, as someone who's a Bigfoot fan, for lack.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see how quick she got to those trees, man? Imagine how far away it was a person. She wasn't bouncing. Just imagine how quick she got through those trees. It's like freaking lightning. Okay, I'm gonna show it again.
It's, to me.
Okay, here we go. Look. Look at her turn around. She's not bobbing. Man, you see how quick she got there? It's freaking amazing.
Like a man dressed up in a costume, and all the other variables have just, solidified that fact for me, or not fact, that claim.
Well, why don't we roll the film here, and we'll provide a few more final thoughts there, Peter.
Stop. Just stop it right here. Look at that. From here to here. Watch it. Watch how quick she get to those trees. Once she hit this, she's gonna be, it's like freaking lightning. Watch it. For a human, know you can do that. We're gonna be bobbing up and down like a bunny rabbit. Just watch it. She's not gonna break her stride. Nothing. With ease. She's not gonna be tumbling all over herself. Her hands is just gonna be in motion. Watch it. Look at it. Look.
Yeah, you know, as someone who's a Bigfoot fan, for lack of a better word.
What human could do that? We turn around, we can be thumbing all over ourselves. The speed is totally out of this world. Like I said, they're messing with us. The speed is enormous. Like she just got there quick to those trees like that. You're not getting it. The credibility it should have. Okay? Let them finish talking.
Peter, I like the idea of Bigfoot. We live in Bigfoot territory. I've been in the woods. I've had stuff happen I can't explain that you can always chalk up to maybe there was a Bigfoot there, or maybe it was just a bear, right? Like
dust. It's dust.
It's dust. Yeah, I mean, I think back 6 decades ago, this holds up a lot better than it does today. We've seen some pretty elaborate hoaxes in our time. And you put a person in a costume, have them run through the wood.
Come on, man. Get that shaggy suit out of here, man. It's nothing like that. It's crazy. It's a terrible depiction.
Shoot less than a minute footage, you can pass off pretty much anything as being real, and that's kind of my. So I'm like you. I'm very skeptical of the Patterson Gilman film, even though I'm not skeptical about Bigfoot. But it just seems to be too much in line with something people could have staged to get famous.
No way.
It does, and over the years, with
they're lying. It's nothing like that. It's totally nothing like that. That thing is trying to get away. It's trying to get the hell away fast. She don't want nobody to see her. She was spooked. They were spooked. She's trying to get the hell away. She ain't staying around for nothing. She getting the hell out of Dodge. Okay? Let her rip.
You know, when we're hunting ghosts, or you're hunting, if you're hunting UFOs or you're hunting Bigfoot, there's been various, there's been various cases where people have faked evidence, and I think with this particular piece of footage, they were the pioneers. They were that. It was the first piece of footage that was really put on the map, that was tangible in media's eyes, for it to be brought forward. And obviously with BBC, not discriminating them or anything like that, but it would pay them at the time to make it present as actual evidence rather than discredit it. And that's the way I see it. And everyone jumped on that bandwagon at the time, and they made some money out of it, obviously. And but
he keeps saying money. He just totally stuck on the money part. He's not stuck on the moral value of it, the history. He's not stuck on the infamous part of it. There's nothing infamous about it. It's infamous as in great, I meant to say. It's not infamous, it's famous. Okay? So let it rip.
now, yeah, like you say, Jay, it's just, you look at it and it just, there's no defined difference between a man dressed up in a costume than what people have mentioned about the characteristics of how big.
He's lying. He's totally lying. You just look at the patches on her. You look at her breast, the patches of skin, the muscles in her back. He's just throwing oatmeal all over it, all over the Patterson Gilman history and famous eighth wonder of the world. Those two, yeah, SHIT all over it. Let it rip.
Foot walk. I mean, no one knows how really Bigfoot walks. I mean, he could walk backwards as far as we know.
Listen to the hypocrisy. Oh, Bigfoot could walk backwards, huh? Listen to this British little gumball. Oh, he could walk backwards, huh? I got to tell you something right now. The bosses of woods in America, they don't walk backwards. You hear me? They don't walk damn backwards. They walk so quick and fast and disappear. It's like freaking magic. So you little British little gumball head. So they walk backwards, huh? A little smirk on your face, huh? So you go over in Brit, over there, wherever y'all call it Bigfoot over there. So we got Bigfoots in America, and so all our Bigfoots, Sasquatch, they walk backwards, huh? Freaking asshole. You little pompous little Brit. Want to slap the taste out your mouth. Let her rip.
And we're tracing the trail the wrong way, but we don't know that because no one's,
You little dragon teeth, little monster. You little vampire teeth. I just want to disrespect you for disrespecting the boss of the woods of America that the Native American holds true. That they're savvy. They're savvy. They know. So you little pompous little Brit, don't come over here in America and try to downgrade the eighth wonder of the world that we have over here. They're the boss. They're the king. The boss of the woods, the wilderness. You little pompous little Brit. Shut up. All right?
There's never been any presentable evidence for us to say, okay, this is no longer a human being.
So you little Brit, you little pompous little Albert Einstein. So we got no evidence. So Jeff Meldrum don't have the evidence. Dr. Baconegger don't have the evidence. Dr. John Baconegger don't have the evidence. Those are the scholars of the wilderness, anthropologists, PhDs. They have gone out there. They all know. This right here, the Patterson Gilman, is the first dry run of the eighth wonder of the world. You little pompous little Brit. You're throwing oatmeal all over us. The great John Baconegger. I seen him when I was growing up. I used to watch that man. The old man was smart. Freaking highly intelligent. I bet you don't even know him. Well, I used to watch those wisdom shows. I used to see him all the time. I used to listen to him. One of the smartest persons. I seen Jeff Meldrum later on. There's another guy I used to see too. He used to wear the safari hat. Highly intelligent. So don't you come over here with your little British pompous bullshit talking about we don't have the evidence. Your Todd Stanley don't have the evidence either, huh? So you just throw oatmeal all over his evidence too. You little pompous little Brit. Shut the hell up. I can't take it. I can't take it. Can't take it no more. Matter of fact, I'm about to let the cat out of the bag. Where I used to work at, damn things used to come visit me. Not telling you where I used to work at. It was 3 of them. I used to see 6 sets of red eyes. 6 to 7 to 8 feet tall. Used to be in a damn truck. I didn't know what the hell it was. I'm just thinking to myself, damn deer or something. I said, deer don't have red eyes like that. How tall he is. Used to come visit me in the pathway. They would never mess with me. I said, well, all these damn 2 sets of eyes, 2, 4, 6, walking like freaking humans. I should have never told nobody. I know they think I'm damn crazy. Out of my freaking wits. Okay? It's a lot of stuff that went on when I was out there. So one night, one of them hit the top. I'm going to call it a depot station. He almost ripped the top off it. I'm not calling names. But that was them. They easily could jump over the fence and do it. There's nothing out there to pound on the top of that double forged steel like they can. The thing is almost 8 to 9 feet tall. So you little pompous little Brit. Shut the hell up. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay? I'm not telling you what he's working at. So don't try to call me. I know what I seen. Amber, red eyes, about 6, 7 to 8 feet tall. Sets of 6. Come towards me. I thought I was damn dreaming. Hold on, y'all.
Do you know when you eat tough food, your denture moves? This shouldn't happen. Try Denture Fit, because
And this is now Bigfoot.
I'm finna break it away, y'all. I'm tired of these people. I'm about to get over with it. Okay? This little pompous little Brit talk. I know you're gonna see this, but I don't give a damn. I know they're gonna talk about me. Yeah, I use their page. Yeah, I talked about them. Who cares? This is YouTube. Sorry about that, YouTube. But I'm tired of all the degrading stuff that this person has done. It's totally insane. If he haven't seen nothing, nothing exists. So who died and made him God? Nobody. Let it rip.
Unless, people, the audience that are watching this show can actually prove me wrong.
What do you think people are seeing out there then?
For Bigfoot in general, for me to dismiss that whole
Just
claim,
look at it.
Bigfoot's kind of a bit ignorant in relation to what I'm trying to achieve when I'm a ghost hunter. To dismiss the fact that there isn't that,
Yeah, you're immature. You ghost hunter, but you never seen a ghost, huh? You're a paranormal hunter, but no nothing paranormal have never happened to you. It freaking happened to me more than once. You little gumball. It never happened to you because you're a fraud. You're fake. So you out there, you never see nothing. You must be a fraud. I didn't freaking ask to see nothing. Ain't nobody asked for this shit. Excuse me, YouTube. Larry.
that Bigfoot or Sasquatch or whatever you want to define it. And, there's different interpretations in different cultures of how that Bigfoot or that Sasquatch or whatever else is called, appears and disappears. Some say it just manifests. Some say it's, it's a being that lives in hidden areas and they make, they hide their bodies and stuff like that. And it's expanding from one culture to the other. I don't know, Jay. I mean, I'm on the fence, and I.
Now look at it. What I told you. YES. You want to believe, but his peers got him trapped. I like to say right now. Fair use. Whatever I said about him is just entertainment. come from my anger and his disbelief. I don't know this man. I'm not trying to sabotage him. I'm not trying to degrade him. But he just made me mad. And look at him now. He don't know. He's so deep in his heart, want to say yes. But his peers and his social circle, you gotta say no. It's terrible. The truth never lie. And lies never tell the truth. He's between the fence, so he's neutral. You want to say yes so bad, it's bulging out his eyeballs. It's freaking amazing. You say, I don't know, he on the fence. Now, how can you say all that 12 minutes and 30 seconds ago? Now you're on the freaking fence. Look at him, he look nervous. Now he done gave all of it up. He eating all his words. A little pompous Brit. But you come to America and try to downgrade the boss, the master of the wilderness. Let it rip.
I can't totally say I don't believe, but I need the evidence for myself. I mean,
I'm telling you, he need a dead body. He need a dead body for itself. As I painstakingly in the first beginning let y'all know that you're not gonna find a dead body. They're too intelligent. The savvy of the First Nations, they know to hide the dead. They're intelligent. They're not gonna let you see it. It's miles and miles and miles away from human existence. They're not gonna let you see it. You're not gonna be able to find it. They are the master of the North American wilderness. Okay? We're just peons. They're the bosses and boss of the woods, the wilderness of America and Canada. Let it rip.
With ghost hunting, like what we do, I've had things happen to me, like regardlessly of evidence and stuff like that, like, take recordings and stuff like that. I physically had personal experiences where I know there's more to what is perceived in life as we've got around us. And I'd like to say the same thing about ghost hunting and UFOs as well, obviously.
Right, I'm the same way. You can't, when you have that personal experience, no matter what anyone else says, you know what happened to you.
Our eyes and ears are only programmed to a certain frequency, and that's it. And we don't know what's beyond that unless we use equipment.
Well, Peter, when it comes to this saga, Patterson himself passed a lie detector test given by a reputable New York City polygraph expert in 1968. Of course, that was 1968. He never wavered from this account, even on his deathbed. Gilman has never wavered from his story either. He tells it vividly and even said
I can't make this up. They passed the damn lie detector test. Who cares it's 1968? You cannot beat those freaking machines. There we go. Lie detectors detect lies. That's what they're built for. Both of them passed. Let it rip.
he regrets the day that brought him and his family so much fame. In fact, Patterson had allegedly squeezed him out of any profits when he took the footage on tour. Gilman ultimately sold his ownership share of the film for less than $10. What does that tell you, Peter?
Was you kidding me?
Look at that. They ain't want no parts of it. They didn't want to be famous. They didn't want to be freaking famous. What did I just tell y'all? They step into fame. Fame hunt them down. But condolence to Mr. Patterson. But Mr. Gilman got most of the fame since, he's still alive. Man, I hope I can interview this man. I'm heavily equipped about wording this thing, so since I was young, growing up. Man. Nice smile. Okay, what do you got to say now?
Yeah, on you. No, I'm kidding.
That's it. Can't say nothing about that. It was like, get it away from me. I don't want it. He's like, get the hell away from me. You gave it away for $10. Okay. All right, let me go all the way back. Let me do this. I ain't gonna leave y'all out. I gotta show y'all what
I've seen a lot of human beings.
Right, y'all.
And Trista was the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by
Come up bar before Patterson and Gilman came by to retrieve it. Have you heard any criticisms about the film, like yourself, Peter?
I ain't gonna leave it at y'all. Fair use. That's something I gotta show y'all.
There's a story.
Why don't we roll the film here, and we'll provide a few more final thoughts there, Peter.
Okay, y'all. I got my numbers messed up. Okay, I'm gonna leave it out. Instead of 10, it's actually 9. I got my numbers mixed up. But anyway, let me show y'all something. I'm not gonna let y'all go without doing it. Okay. Let it rip. Stop. I can't blow it up though. Look. Look how she got her head turned. Look when she turned her arms. Look at the patches on her body. Look at the patches on her body right there. Hair patches. Look at the head. Look how long the freaking arms are. Unhumanly long. Look at the breast right there. Y'all see her breast? Look how she turned around right here. Look at the feet. Look at her neck. Look at her feet and her neck. Look. 1, 2. Look at her arms. Look at her feet. She's still about to bend her leg. Turn around. Like that. We can't do that. Look how she's doing like a ballet. She's still moving. We'll be hobbling in one spot like a ballerina. Look at it. She bending her knee. She's still moving. She turned the neck almost 180 degrees. We can't do that. We can't do that. We have to look back. Or we're gonna fall back. We're gonna break our stride. We're gonna break our stance. We're gonna break out of position. We're gonna break the position. But she didn't. Look at the neck. It's almost 180 degrees on her body. We can't do that. Y'all seen the baggy suit where it was in the breezeway, the pillars? You saw he had turned around. He had turned around from his left. He turned around from his left side. You got it? So she turned around from the right side. Her neck is always almost around to her shoulders. Her feet still in position. Just look at it. Just look at it. No, you can't blow it up, though. I can't blow it up. We can't do that. Look, she's still moving in motion. Just watch. Just watch when she starts moving. Just watch it. If you don't believe, watch her. She's not gonna break a stride. I mean, it's deep, the deep basin in this creek of water. You know, it's deep down in there. She's actually taller than what it seems. She's down in this basin. The water had make it deep. It's freaking trees and stumps and everything. Look how tall these freaking trees is, man. She's deep down in the basin. If we fall down in the basin and turn around, we're gonna dip and we're gonna jog up. She ain't do that. Look at these trees right here. These are some tall freaking trees, man. They look like white cedar oak trees. Man, these things tall, man. She's about right here to it. She's about damn 7 feet. Just look at that. Look how tall that tree is. Okay, just watch how quick she get here. Just look at it as in a speed view, in slow motion. Just watch how quick she get here. Once she hit here, it's like zoof. Just look at it. Just watch it. Look. Look how fast she going. Look.
Yeah, you know, as someone who's a Bigfoot.
Man, you see that? That was quick. Man, we'll be running up, we'll be jogging in place like like a little baby. We're like we're trying to catch our mom and daddy. You know it. Look at his eyes squinching like, he even know what it says, like, oh my God. Did y'all see how quick she got through those damn freaking trees? All these years, they forgot that. It's like freaking lightning. She just walking, y'all. She wasn't running. That was just in slow motion. It was just in slow motion. Imagine with 3D now, they can speed it up in real time. She get there in like 2 seconds through those trees, man. Okay, y'all. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. This has been the Verbal Antidote channel. This video, very unique. This video right here slipped in on me, but I had fun with this video. Like people that can't break it down like I did. But I got another channel where I got Sasquatch on there. It is called the Urban Stealth Sasquatch Research Organization. Channel. Organization. I did a video like this one. Kind of different, but it's showing, you know, almost the same thing. But I like to say this one got slipped in, and you have been watching the Verbal Antidote channel. Thanks for watching. All my TVAC T's out there. This has been the Verbal Antidote channel. And all my subscribers, non-subscribers, like, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification button. Like, share, and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. Get off of it. Trying to reach, 1K. I have great content. People have 100 1,000K, 200,000, 300,000. Some of this stuff is a mess. But anyway, thanks for watching my channel. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out.